Hello, good people. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing tonight? How are you all doing tonight? Just gonna get myself set up a little bit here. Trying to get myself set up a little bit here. See if I can do this properly. Probably not, but let's see. Let's see. It's not that. Okay. Of course not. Maybe it'll show up. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for the one like already. Thanks for the one like. How was your Tuesday, folks? How was your Tuesday? Hello, Heather Chronic Condition Crafting. How are you? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. How was your day, Heather? How was your day? Was it busy? Did you get a lot of crafting done? And what did you do specifically? T-shirts, etc., cups, all that good stuff. I enjoyed your live on Sunday. I enjoyed your live, and I heard you mention that that was the longest live that you had done. And I know that you have your 1K subscribers and you're working on your WHs. Thank you so much, Heather, for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Whew, how was everyone's Tuesday? Talking to you, Heather, and the folks that are going to show up in the replay, et cetera, et cetera. Thankfully, I get to craft now. Okay, I'm off work. Okay, so I have a regular job also, and two, I work from home all day, all week. Gotcha. Hello, Gwen Michelle, the OK Lounge with Gwen Michelle. How are you? How are you? Thanks so much for being here. Hello, the Bud Files. Thanks so much for being here. Cruising is fun anytime. Hello, hello. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. I am going to get started. I left a link to the information that I'm going to give you in the top of the chat. So it's pretty much like the link says, Dave Ramsey Solutions. And some people follow the Dave Ramsey method for getting out of debt, the 7 baby steps, which I'm going to go over tonight. I'm not going to hold you all anyone long. I'm going to go over tonight just a little bit and then some chatting in between. Okay. I'm sure most of you all have heard of Dave Ramsey. The first time that I ever saw him, I think he might have been on Fox News or something or another when he had a TV show and he had a radio show at the time. I think he still has a radio show. I don't know this with Sirius or Satellite, et cetera, et cetera. And he has his own whole complete setup now. Yes. But anyway, he has 7 steps or principles that I think that he teaches in his Financial Peace University, and there's probably other stuff that he teaches along with it in the Financial Peace University. I have not attended any of that, but I've heard it being mentioned, and I've seen some information on it in times gone by. But of course, we're talking about money. Of course, we know that money is psychological. We are thinking about it. We have emotion about it. And when we're thinking about it, we're thinking hopefully the best way that we can manage our money, et cetera, et cetera. But we know that other things happen too. We mismanage our money, what have you, with or without thinking, whatever it is. Money is psychological. So budgeting is key to me, for me, et cetera. And I think that is a worthwhile endeavor to learn as much as you can about money and finance, investing, et cetera. And of course, the first basic building block of it is budgeting, et cetera, et cetera. So the first step in the 7 steps that Dave Ramsey promotes is save $1,000 for your starter emergency fund. And the reason you want to do that, I'll be looking down to read the information. And like I said, it is pinned at the top of the chat. You want to save the first $1,000 as fast as you can so that you can cover unexpected life events that you can't plan for. Say, for instance, you need 4 brand new tires or 3 or 2 or 1, something like that. You have a washer that is on the Ritz or something or another, or needs a repair, and you have enough money in the emergency fund to cover that. So the emergency fund of $1,000 put together quickly will help you in case something small happens. And in the $1,000, it will help you not to have to go and use the credit card when something happens. Because this is step 1. So if you're doing step 1, you're saving, and you get the $1,000, great. If you don't have the $1,000 yet already, You can use some of the money that you have and you still may have to use a credit card. But the whole premise is if you got the $1,000 saved and something unexpected happens and it's a small something, if it's going to be under 1,000, then you have the money there already, which, and this is the main thing, prevents you from having to use your credit card. Of course, we know, using a credit card, not paying it in 30 days is not helpful. We know about the interest and all that good stuff. So that is the purpose of that. And it says just what I stated. And there are plenty of them, the unexpected things happening. You don't want to dig a deeper hole while you're trying to work your way out of debt, meaning using the credit card, etc. So number 2 is pay off all debt except for your house using the debt snowball method. And most of you have heard of the debt snowball method. And I'll just read some of the points here. And of course, in step 2, it says all of your debt, whatever it is, except for your mortgage. It may include these things: paying off your car or cars, your credit cards, student loans, and anything else you have out there. You could have medical debt out there and any other thing that you can think of except for your home. And you want to make a list of all your debts. It says to put them in order by balance from smallest to largest, regardless of the interest rate. And what you're going to do is you're going to continue to pay the minimum payment on everything but the little one, because that's going to be the first one, because you're starting with the smallest debt to the largest debt. And you're going to attack that smallest debt with the vengeance. You're going to pay the minimum payment on all, and then any extra money that you have left over after the week, the month, however it is that you do your bills bi-weekly, you're going to put it towards that. If you have a side hustle, you're going to put any and all extra money towards that first debt so you can quickly get rid of that first debt. Once you have completely eliminated that first debt, then you take all the money that you were putting towards the first debt, the minimum payment and the extra money, and then all the extra money that you were going to use for the first debt, and put it towards the second debt. That way your snowball is snowballing, and you're getting rid of the smallest all the way to the largest. So eventually you're going to have the debt paid off rather quickly if you stick to the plan. And this whole thing, folks, as I've stated before, and as you know, is a mindset change and shift. Once your mindset shift to where you say, I want to get out of debt, I'm going to do everything that I need to do to get out of debt. I am going to get a side hustle if my life allows that, etc., to get out of debt. If I have a spouse, if she can work extra job, extra hours, or your own self work extra hours, overtime, then great, do that, because once the mindset get there, then that's half the battle. And just like I mentioned, it says once it is gone, the first one, take that payment and put it towards the second smallest debt, making the minimum payment on the rest of the debt, of course. And that is the snowball method. Number 3 is after you do 1 and 2, because there is a plan, there is an order, you're going to save 3 to 6 months of expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. Now, depending on where you live and the cost of things, you definitely want to think about what things would you want in this fully funded emergency fund, because it goes on over here to say, of course, well, it doesn't say here. I'll just read what it says. You paid off all your debt. Don't slow down. Take the money that you were putting into step 2 and put that into a fully funded emergency fund. Here it says 3 to 6 months. You can make it however many months or years that you want to. And it says that this will protect you against life's biggest surprises, like the loss of a job or your car breaking down, without your having to go back into debt, because the whole premise is to get out of debt. So you definitely want to make sure you save enough money to cover your rent or mortgage, your car payments, your car insurance, and anything else that you can think of, like the stuff that you really need. So that would be obviously on an individual basis. But if you lost your job, those things will continue. So in my brain, it would make sense that I would save for those type of things if I have those things. Well, you don't have the car anymore. I hope, well, you paid off all your debt, so you don't have the car. But if your car starts to act up and you can't find a used one at a reasonable price, or et cetera, then you may have to do something differently. Catch, public transportation, do Uber, Lyft, etc. While you think about what it is that you're going to do with regards to your car situation. If you can't fix your car, if you don't have a mechanic that can fix your car and do it at a cheaper rate, etc., etc. So these things come up. So having that 3 to 6 months of funds in a fully funded emergency fund is going to help. Once again, you can change that number. It doesn't have to be 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be 10, 11, 12, or many years fund. Okay, just depend. I think for me, it would depend on what I have going on right now. And of course, if you are doing a budget, you know what outlays you have going. You know how much your rent and mortgage is, how much your utilities are, all of that good stuff. Because those things are going to continue because, as you know, step 2 is you pay off all of your debt. Okay. And number 4 says, invest 15% of your household income in retirement. And that is just what it is. It says 15%. People do things differently. You get to decide, obviously, because it's your money, you're working for it, and you can decide whether you want to do 15% of it into retirement, et cetera, et cetera. And how you're going to do the retirement is totally on you. And it says here, now you can shift your focus off of debt to start looking up the road or down the road. And this is towards retirement. This is where you begin regularly investing 15% of your gross income for retirement. Critical gross income for retirement. Because if you're still working at 67, it should be because you want to and not because you have to. And everyone knows their situation when they get close to that time to where they're starting to think about retirement, whatever that number is for you. It could be 60, it could be 55. You definitely need to make sure that you're taking stock of what you have in retirement, what you have in savings, and your current lifestyle. Do you want to continue the lifestyle that you have? Do you want to start doing a whole host of other things in retirement that, of course, while you're working, you couldn't do all the time, i.e. travel, or go take vacations, overseas, etc., travel international, etc., or go hang out with your grandchildren in another state for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, etc. All of that good stuff. So, as with all of this, budgeting, planning, making sure that you're looking at your numbers at all ages and stages, as I call it, at the varying life stages that we all have. And number 5 is to save for your children's college fund. If that is you, then do such a thing. Most of the time, people will, and they say on here that they recommend people do a 529 plan through their state. And of course, you can look up the 529 plan for your state. And there may be other educational savings programs for college in one state that you all can look at. And it says on here, by this step, you've paid off all of your debts except for your house. You haven't done that yet. And you started saving for retirement. That was number 4. Next, it's time to save for your children's college expenses. That is, if they pass Algebra 2 and chemistry. A little joke there, but I think the point is, if you're one knows their child, and one knows whether they think that their child will be a good fit for college or not based on what they are seeing and have been seeing from 0 to 18 and in all the grades, etc. People will make their own judgment with regards to their children, etc., etc. But that little thing is not missed on me if they pass Algebra 2 and chemistry. Yeah, and I get it. You can go to college and not interact with any type of math except for when you start there. I guess they want you to have basic math skills and but these other degrees, it may not have a requirement for any of the harder sciences like STEM, etc., which would be, in my brain, the best route to go now, AI, etc., all of that. So definitely make sure that you are keeping a watch on your children, what they are learning in the school system. And of course, you can always do things outside of the school system to help your children. We know that a lot of things that should be taught and that are needed to be taught in school aren't. And I'm talking just even the basic stuff. Do they have a lot of STEM classes, a lot of STEM courses, etc., in elementary school or even high school? They may be getting that in the private school, but that is a whole nother ball of wax. And if you are a parent out there, that is something that you need to consider. You're paying your taxes to the school system, et cetera, et cetera. You know that it's not good. It's not serving your child well. It has not served your kid well. You need to do something else. If you need to take a few pennies and get them a tutor or something, do that. If they seem as though they are STEM inclined, et cetera, they like that type of thing, do that. Find them a mentor. Find them a mentor. Okay. And number 6 is to pay off your home early. Now bring it all home. Baby step 6 is the big dog. This is where they're saying you pay off your home early. Your mortgage is the only thing between you and complete debt freedom. And of course, while you're doing these steps, you are doing your level best not to get back into debt. And of course, life is life and things happen. And sometimes we may have to go back and use a credit card, et cetera, et cetera. But we want to try to avoid doing that. And if you have done the step 3, the 3 to 6 months in a fully funded emergency fund, then whatever comes up, hopefully it can be covered in that area. Now I get it that if you lose your job, et cetera, big ticket stuff that happens. But in my brain, if you need to purchase something also in 2 and you don't want to use a credit card, or you can use a credit card, now that you have the mindset shift, if you utilize your credit card, what are you going to do? You're going to pay it off in 30 days. So it's just like paying the price and the sales tax if your state has that. That is the same thing, because there is 0 interest added if you pay it off within the 30 days. And of course, you have the 3 to 6 months in a fully funded emergency fund, which one should not touch. However, sometimes people, they don't want to. They know that if they swipe that credit card one more time, that they may go back to what it was that they were doing before and get in debt. Okay, I did it this time. Okay, it's only like $600 or $700. So it's not going to be a big deal for me to swipe it again, because now I'm in the mindset, and then it's $400. Now it's 1,000. Oh, I can do it again. Da 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 da. And now you're possibly back to where you were before. Saying that you had the mindset, but sometimes these things, they just snowball. Back to the debt snowball. Sometimes these things just snowball, and money is psychological. And sometimes it's real easy for us to revert back to what it is that we were doing before. Ooh, thank you so much, AI Spill It Girl TV. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, She, for being here. Heather Chronic Condition, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Rooted in Essential Oils. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Just checking who all is here in the comments. Give shout outs, all of that good stuff. Thank you so much. Ryan Bremer 22. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to check you out. Well, I know you came in here last night and I wrote you down, so I'm going to check you out. You're back a second time. Check out your thing. The OK Lounge with Gwen Michelle. Hello again. Hello again. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much for being here. So that was Baby Step 6. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks, if you haven't done already. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. So that was Baby Step 6, paying off your home early. And Baby Step 7 is to build wealth. Build wealth. Can't, English is not my first language. And give. Build wealth, and give. And it says for that, what people with no debt can do? Anything they want. Facts. Not that that's me, but it makes sense in my brain. The last step is the most fun. You can live and give like no one else. And He mentions that when he is explaining when he is talking his financial stuff to others, to people that call into his show. Find out your current net, find out your current net worth, then keep building wealth and become outrageously generous, all while leaving an inheritance for your kids and their kids. Now that's what we call leaving a legacy. And I talked about that a little bit, generational wealth, etc., building wealth. And we all know that debt is the enemy of wealth. Sheed, we hear, I don't know if he's still in here or not, might just be listening. He has talked about that also into generational wealth, passing down assets in whatever form they may take, whether it's your family home, the home that you purchased and paid for outright at some point in your life, rental property, investment, rental property, etc. Could be jewelry, heavy metal, precious metals, etc., etc. So the last one was to build wealth and give. Once you've done all of these things, yes, once you've done all of these things, you are set. You are set. And some of these things may not apply to folks, when they're first starting out at their 20 something, they may not have children, et cetera, et cetera. But then if you do, then you're going to put step 5 into place at some point. And also along with this, and I'm sure if someone has taken the Financial Peace University course, they have heard the whole thing, and more information is probably in there than what is in here. And we don't want to forget about life insurance for ourselves, our children, each spouse having enough. If you have small children, you definitely want to make sure that you have enough life insurance on yourself and your wife to cover your home, your home, your home, and of course, with children, they cost. And if they are 2 months, 5 months, 4, 5, or 6, you have a long ways to go. So you definitely want to make sure that you have enough life insurance coverage to cover everything. You don't want to be left out here, die, and not have any life insurance on yourself or your spouse, significant other, et cetera, et cetera. Thank you, She, for still being here. But yeah, She talks about that in his stuff also into AI. AI Spiller Girl TV is saying debt free is heaven. Yes, yes. I'm just reading some of the things here. Virginia AI Spiller Girl TV says that she loves Jay Ramsey, been following him for years. Yes, yes. Life insurance is important. Life insurance is important, folks. Very, very, very important. And like I stated, there is a link at the top with this information here, and it goes to the Dave Ramsey or Ramsey Solutions website where you can get more information if that is something that you may find helpful to you or someone else. I am not YouTube. I am not a financial advisor, financial planner, consultant, lawyer of any type, God knows. This information is for entertainment purposes only. Yes, that college fund for your children. And and they did a little joking, like I was mentioning, if you don't think your kids will make it, and of course you are their parents, you have been monitoring them, et cetera, et cetera. And if you don't want to put your money out there in the terms of either signing or co-signing on loans for your child to go to college, then don't do it. Then don't do it if you know that your kid may just want to go be away from you and party it up. Once they get away from the parents, sometimes they do that for a year or two, and they are 18, and you can't keep track of what type of grades they're making, what it is that they were doing when they were 0 to 17, maybe, because once they get 18 in any state, in my brain, it's a done deal. Because sometimes they turn 18 while they're still in school, and then they graduate, and then but yeah, they are a person now. They have rights. But while you're taking out loans for them, no, 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 no. And if you don't think that they are, that it will serve them well, and you know this already, then don't put your name on the line for that. They are young, and if they want to take out student loans, which I advise against, but nonetheless, if they want to do that, then they can, take out these loans on their own. There are plenty of scholarships out here. I'm telling you, there are plenty of scholarships out here that they need to research and all this other good stuff and try to get, etc. And I get it. It's possible they may go into some student loan debt. But if you do go, get into the STEM field, where you're going to have, if you apply yourself and all this other stuff, because you need to look for the job, et cetera, that you're going to be making decent money or beyond decent money to where you can pay back the loans, etc. And you're not here making 50 or 60K. And now you have this high student loan debt, the student loan debt that is going to cripple you for a long period of time. Because from what I understand, you cannot discharge it in bankruptcy. And it's just on you. And if you're coming out, you're 22, and maybe you have thoughts and plans at some point to get married, etc., all this stuff. Now you got the student loan debt, and now you're trying to get a home or get an apartment, all this other stuff. And it is just a lot of money going out, and 60K is very little money coming in. I get it, folks. I get it. That is just an example. And in some places, $60,000 is enough money for a family of one person, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all in how we manage our money. So, of course, the budget is key. So, yeah. Yes. But you don't want to throw good money after that. And plenty of scholarships around here. Plenty of scholarships around here. And some of them require that that they write an essay or something or another. They have different requirements. So if your child isn't a good writer, once again, 0 to 18, K to 12, what has been happening? What has been happening? Tamika Davis, hello. Thank you once again for coming, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Always here in the live, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button. I did a cash stuffing video earlier before this one. Please make sure you all go check it out. It's just 5 minutes. Kind of sort of a hot mess, but I like it like that sometimes. Shangy girl. Hello, how are you? I'm just over there on your channel. And of course, I left the tab open. Turtle love over there, Shangy girl. A great place to go to connect and meet other folks, Shangy girl. Thank you so much for being here. I get this thing. Why am I keep forgetting that I can drop links? Focus, Wanda, focus. Yes, but that is okay. That is the Dave Ramsey 7 baby steps. And like I said, I pinned the link at the top. Folks. Thank you so much for being here. How was the work week for you all? How was the work week? I want it to be over. How was your Tuesday? Did you wind down? Did you wind down from your day before you went home, like we talked about yesterday? That is something you need to do every day, folks. Something you need to do every day. Sheed, are you out there in that traffic? Are you out there in that traffic? Sheed? Are you out there in that traffic? Okay. I'm going to drop I spill it, girl. Thank you so much, Regina, for being here. I do appreciate it. How are things going, folks? How are things going? A lot, and I mentioned this the other day, but there are people in the budgeting community that you find on here that are doing the cash stuffings and all of that good stuff. Some of them utilize the Dave Ramsey method, and some of them do a Dave Ramsey inspired, where they possibly don't follow all of the tenets. They follow some and not others, or they tweak 1 or 2 or the whole program, etc. So yeah, that is something that people might want to consider doing. If you see something or hear something that you don't think that you could manage, etc., then doing something different is just fine. Doing something different is just fine if you want to tweak it, if it works for you. We'll always want to do that which works best for us. And of course, in our doing what works best for us, uh, we want to make sure that we will get the results. Does that make sense? We want to make sure that we get the results. We just don't want to be doing stuff just to be doing stuff. We want to make sure that it is working for us. We can see results. We can see where it is working, and that way we will stick with it. We will stick with it. And of course, the sticking with it, being disciplined with it, will help us once again with the mindset. With the mindset. It's all about a mindset shift, folks. It is all about a mindset shift. Hello, Yvette Minor. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. How was your day? Busy, I'm sure. I'm sure. I do appreciate you, Yvette Minor, always in the live or catching the replays. I do appreciate your support. I do appreciate your support. I'm dropping links over here now that I know how to do it. Was just talking about how the loved ones in the comments are going to send me all of their money. No, we won't talk about that. No, we won't talk about that. As I mentioned before, I put the link. I can't, English is not my first language. I'll just say that. A link to Dave Ramsey Solutions, the place where I got the information on the 7 baby steps. He is the one that came up with that concept, as far as I know, in the top of the chat, so that you all can go there and get this information. And if it's something that you think you may want to subscribe to, do in your own life, etc., then do so. And like I mentioned before, and like AI Spill It Girl TV put in the thing, I mentioned life insurance. Now, Dave Ramsey, they do have something that they do called Financial Peace University, I think, where they discuss and talk about these 7 steps. This up because I turned the fan on. And it's possible that they mention life insurance in there also in 2. And yes, life insurance is needed. And of course, we all know and may have had family members that did not have life insurance when they passed away, and they had to do a GoFundMe, whether actually online or the GoFundMe behind the scene, asking you and other family members to chip in to pay for the funeral itself, or some portion of the funeral, or something regarding the funeral. Or, in our community, a lot of times, I don't know if this still happens now, we have, we go and we eat after the funeral is over, et cetera, for that. You don't want to find yourself in that situation, you or your husband or your children. Life insurance is relatively inexpensive, and I get it. It depends on your age, and sometimes they want to delve into your medical condition. So just make sure that you are getting the proper type of life insurance that is going to work for you and your family. But it is critical. If you are married, I am not a financial planner, advisor, consultant, certified financial planner, none of that stuff. Goodness knows, not a lawyer. You don't. No. But if you're starting out in life and you've gotten married, and you may have had a kid or 2, you need life insurance. You need life insurance in case something happened to the man. Then the wife will be able to take care of the funeral expenses, et cetera, without a hitch. And the money that is left, she will be able to go on and stay in her home with the children, etc., and not be on the street and all this other stuff and everything that comes along with it. And you all know what it is that I'm talking about. Make sure that you get enough life insurance. And Also, and two, make sure that when you are deciding on the amount of life insurance to get, don't be stingy. Don't guys, don't be saying, I'm not going to get $1 million policy because I don't want her after I'm dead and she's going to have some other guy and all this other stuff. Don't look at it that way. Don't look at it that way. Think about your children. Think about your blood. Think about your blood because they are going to need the mom there once her grieving over you and having to do all this other stuff, possibly by herself, is going to be a whole lot, a whole lot. She's grieving. Now she has to plan your funeral and all that comes along with that, and take care of the kids also into just the normal stuff with the kids, but now take on their emotional response to your having passed away. That is a lot. That is a lot. So don't be out here saying, "Oh, she's going to get some other man," or she got a whole. She ain't got time for that. And if you're thinking about that, then that's problematic. Oh man, I'm getting on my soapbox. Get off her. Get off her. Get off here. But that is, I mean, if you just look at, if one would look at what it is that their spouse is doing, the mom is doing, and they have children, small children, what have you, I'm telling you, once you have a kid, you will never sleep again. Not you will never get the type of sleep that you have gotten before when you were single, single, single. Not even the type if you went to college and you were up all night and partying and when you got back to your dorm and it was Saturday and you didn't have school, you're getting all that type of sleep too. That type of sleep too. You will never sleep again. And I know a lot of people say, well, you can't tell people no, yeah, okay, no, you can't, but trust, it will happen. And even after, you will never sleep again because even for me, my daughter is elderly, and trust, there is not one moment that I am not thinking about that girl. Any times I lay my head down, I am thinking about that girl. Trust, you'll always have your children on your mind. You will always have your children on your mind. Yeah, the males and the females, it just doesn't matter. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yes, think about your loved ones. Think about your loved ones. Think about your loved ones. And yeah, you don't want them going around hat in hand, begging for money. And then people always say, "Oh, I didn't. Why didn't they have insurance?" And they're really talking about you because he's gone. But we get it. That is how I would take it. Why didn't they have insurance? And then some may say, well, why didn't the man provide and have life insurance? But please just make sure that you all have life insurance, get life insurance, etc. Along with, if this is something that you want to do, then do that. Then do that. Yes, it's a lot. Life is interesting. Life is interesting. A lot of things can happen at any time. At any time. Definitely want to make sure that we are as prepared as possible. And money is how we is a capitalistic society here in the United States and other places, regardless of what type of currency they have. They need goods and services to be sold, et cetera, et cetera. And our doing commerce with businesses and or the government, et cetera, in our own country, of course, as we all know, and other folks in their country, need the same thing to be happening so that their economy can function and be okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm dropping the OK Lounge with Gwen Michelle. I am dropping her link, folks. Go check out her channel. Go check out her channel. Go check out her content over there, folks. Gwen at the OK Lounge. This phone. I was talking about the number 15 phone. That will be the iPhone 15. It's coming out, I guess, soon or something. I'm on 7. I'm on 7 plus. So, yeah. Maybe I need to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade. Is that Beyonce? Let me stop before I get a copyright strike. Haven't even gotten in the door. Go check out Gwen at the OK Lounge with Gwen Michelle. Oh, go check out Heather Chronic Condition Crafting. Go check her out. I think she's working on her WHs. I think she's working on her WHs. I think I dropped her link already, but I'm not over there in the thing. So yeah, I think I dropped her link already. What else is going on, folks? Joshua Gabriel, hello. How are you? How are you? How was your day? Joshua Gabriel, Bud Files. Go check them out. They're graves, museums, all of that good stuff. I think I got you in here, Bud Files. All the way down there. Ooh. Go check out the people that are here. Go check out the loved ones that are here, folks. Great content creator. Great content creators. All right, the Bud Files. What is for dinner? Did anyone meal prep? Oh my goodness. Did anyone meal prep for the week and they already know what they're having for dinner, or do you all have to go home and prepare something? I did some noodles today because last night, like I mentioned in my live this morning, and please go to my community wall, folks, and hit the like button on my walk and talk this morning. Tell me Tuesday. I appreciate it. And of course, watch the video. Watch the video. And of course, I mentioned that I just dropped a cash stuffing video. I'm dropping links over here, folks, on this phone now that I know how to do it properly. Thank you so much for the 11 likes and the 4 people that are here. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button. If you already haven't, please hit the like button. And of course, connect with the other folks that are in here. Cruising is fun anytime. Hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I think they may have... Oh, yes. I know you by your other channel name. I think it's J&S Adventures. Okay. Yes. Cruising is fun anytime. Yeah, I saw you there in New York City. I think where your daughter or this thing is at. Went there with the grandbabies. Thank you so much for being here. Cruising is just fun anytime. I hope your day went well, and I hope that your evening goes well as well. Thank you so much. What is going on? I'm switching off to something else, and if someone in here knows something about it, maybe they can tell me. So what is going on with the Carly Russell thing? I know that there was an arrest. I think this happened last week, and then she was out of jail. And has anything else happened that anyone knows of? And I know that I can get back to her because I want to make sure I say it properly. Gwen Michelle over here. I think it's the OK Lounge with Gwen Michelle. Yeah, I had did a video or two with regards to that. If you're still here and you know of something new, can you share it with us, the OK Lounge with Gwen Michelle? It just came to my brain because I know that was the last thing that I had heard, but I hadn't heard anything else, and maybe they are going to do something differently with regards to that. I don't know, but the whole thing was interesting. And I had did a walk and talk on it briefly, and my whole thing was this was before they found out that it was a hoax, etc., or maybe in the midst of it was, the next time that a Black young person, male or female, is missing, then they may, the powers to be, the government, etc., may start looking a little cross. I like, okay, we played this game before, so we're not going to take it serious. And of course, we know that there are many missing and exploited, etc., missing Black children and they've been missing for a while, or when they come up missing in the more recent past, there's been very little to zero attention paid to it. This may be a setback. This may be a setback. Just not good. The whole thing, just not good. Just not good. Oh, yes, yes. What else is going on? Thank you for the 12 likes, folks. Thanks for the 12 likes. If anyone is going live or got some content that they put out today, etc., you can drop that information in the chat, and that way people will know that you're going live. And of course, your link is there in the chat for them. Hopefully, I got everyone. Doing my best. I think I got Ryan Brimmer. Thank you so much, Ryan Brimmer, for joining me again. I do appreciate it. Ryan Brimmer 22. So, what's for dinner, folks? What is for dinner? Is it rice and beans? Because what a part of what Dave Ramsey espouses, now it could be that he is doing something differently now. I don't know. But when I did listen to him, he did espouse if people want to get gazelle intense, I think he said with regards to this, then some of the things that they are doing in their lives needs to be shifted, etc. And one of the things he mentioned was about, eating rice and beans until such a time as you can, graduate because you're working on getting out of the debt, etc. Excuse me, folks. Excuse me. You're working on getting out of the debt, and some people do get gazelle intense. They go at it hard. Say, for instance, if they gave themselves a month to have the 1K for step one in the emergency fund, they may get it in 2 weeks, and then they move on to number two, and they really work that debt, getting that debt out of there and done. And like I mentioned before here, and in my walk and talks outside, getting a job or a side hustle or two side hustles, if your life allows that, because you can be doing a whole host of things for a good purpose. And in this case, getting rid of your debt. But then if your family is suffering, then that can become problematic. If it's you and your wife, if it's just you and your wife and she's on board, then she's going to know what all is going on. But men, let me tell you this. Well, you can have 25 side hustle, but make sure that you are being attentive to her needs, etc., in every which way. Because it will come back to you. Even though we know that you are, you're doing what you both have decided that you're going to do. You're going to get gazelle intense with this debt, get it out of here, get it done, get it over with. And once you start, she's not seeing you enough and all this other stuff, then it can become problematic. So make sure that there are boundaries. You don't overdo it. You don't get 4, 5, and 6 side hustles, and then you start neglecting your significant other. And that could go the other way also too. But nonetheless, or you just could be working more overtime hours, etc. That's how you're going to get the extra money so you can get after it fast. Hello, East Dad. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I see you, East Dad. I did a short today with me sitting in my daughter's Jeep. And man, we had some fun over there. I think I'm going to put out some of the other videos, but let me tell you right now, I'm a hot mess. I am a hot mess. My daughter was so tickled. My daughter was so tickled. It's like, Mom, you're crazy. I'm getting myself just worked up and tickled up. Just thinking about it. But yeah, I had a good time over there. Had a good time over there yesterday. East Dad is working, folks, as always. Probably got 4 or 3 more hours left in his day. And I need to open that up. But go check out Easted. Go check out Easted. I'm going to drop your link, Easted. Go check out Easted. He is a gamer, folks. He is a gamer, mostly on the weekends as he is working, as he has stated in the chat. Go check out Easted. On the weekends, like I said, he goes live on the weekends. And sometimes if he catches a moment during the week, at night after he gets off from the job, and this is his way to wind down, right, East? I see you. Stop. Oh girl, I get on a come on, really, I can get on a roll sometime. Check out East Dad, folks. Check out East Dad. Hello, James Ortiz. How are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. This first time I'm seeing you here. Oh, do you have a YouTube channel? Just so I can know to go and look. If you don't have one and you tell me, then one less thing for me to do. Thumbs up to yes, I have a channel. I will check you out. What else is going on? I was just talking about Easted. There is a link, folks, loved ones, at the top of the chat for Dave Ramsey Solutions, which cover the 7 baby steps that he espouses, that he teaches in his Financial Peace University workshop. Like I said, I've never been to one. That's information that's on the website and information that I know that he speaks with regards to and has spoken with regards to in recent years now and in the past. So we just went over those. There are 7 baby steps if you want to work towards becoming debt-free, saving for retirement, building wealth, i.e. wealth that you can use now for yourself in your retirement and beyond, and generational wealth, i.e. in legacy building. Then consider this plan. Not saying to do it. I am not a financial advisor, consultant, lawyer of any type, but this is a method that a lot of people have stated has served them well. It worked for them, etc. And like I mentioned, some people in the budgeting community, some full on do the Dave Ramsey method, and some do a Dave Ramsey inspired, because they may do something differently. They may tweak every step, or they may tweak 1 or 2 of the steps, or they may leave 1 or 2 of the steps out. And possibly, if they don't have children, never had children, and they are, past a certain age or something or another, then that is something that they don't need to worry about. But yeah. He says that you're all that water. What, a hot mess part? Well, I got some other film. He said, you're going to say, I see you again. I got some. It was so fun. It was so much fun. And she has it's 6-speed, and I'm going to get more information, on that, et cetera, all that good stuff. But yeah, I had a fun time over there yesterday. But yes, the 7 baby steps link is at the top if you want to go and look at it and research the information for yourself. Please do so. Yes. Are you on your lunch break, East? Are you on your lunch break? My laugh makes you laugh. Baby dad. Well, how do you say it on your thing? Baby daddy or baby mama? Baby, I don't know. Baby mama. What do you say? You think I should know? Well, if I didn't go to sleep on your lives, I need to stop. Thanks everyone so much for being here. Thanks everyone so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Oh, ah, mm. Yes, yes. Just taking a gander at your yes, yes. That money is important. Money is psychological. And of course, I've mentioned that numerous times, etc. And getting the mind, wanting to get ourselves in a better position financially, whatever that means to you, because everyone's situation is different. There may be some people in the chat that are debt free, etc. Some people on their way, some people that are cutting back, doing other things, etc., etc. Everyone is on their own financial journey. If they are even on a financial journey, if they're not, that is okay. Everyone is entitled to do what it is that they want to do in their lives. Money is psychological, and we know that we have these things over our heads, i.e., called jobs and trust. If you lost your job and you're not able to buy food for yourself or your children, you're not able to pay your mortgage or your rent, etc., or do the things that money allow us to do, small or large, then it will have an effect on your mind, your mental state, your emotion. It will. So money is psychological. Just think about, of course, if one just really sit and think about it. If you don't have it, you're thinking about it. You think about, why don't I have any money? Why don't I have any money? I just got paid. What happened? Where did my money go? Which brings me back to having a budget, etc. But my point is, sometimes when there is a lack, you could have money and you're mismanaging it, and now you don't have any, and there is lack. You're thinking about, why don't I have any money? So money is psychological. We, as I always say, we want to keep more of it with us than we're putting out. Right? So once again, the link is at the top of the chat to Dave Ramsey, these 7 baby steps. And I'll repeat them briefly. Step 1, save $1,000 for your starter emergency fund. Step 2, pay all of your debt except for your home. 3, save 3 to 6 months of expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. And you can change that number based on whatever your family situation is. Step 4, invest 15% of your household income in retirement, and that will be 15% of your gross pay. 5, save for your children's college fund. 6, pay off your home early. And 7, build wealth and give. And all the while that you are, and also in the link, it gives us the 7 steps. And if you click on the learn more, it'll take you to what you should do within each of these steps. Okay. Also in 2, I mentioned about life insurance. Make sure that you have life insurance for yourself, your spouse, your children. Do not neglect to do that. I printed out what it said for the learn more. It didn't mention anything about insurance. That is just something extra that I added. It is needed. It is needed, folks. It is needed. And they may teach that in the Financial Peace University, where I think you learn all about these 7 steps, etc., and a whole host of other things, which I have not attended, but I know that he does have the Financial Peace University, that whole setup where he teaches and espouses these 7 baby steps. And Dave Ramsey, yeah, I did print out the last thing with regard to Dave Ramsey. He filed for bankruptcy at one time, and he worked his way out of bankruptcy. It says here, more than 25 years ago, Dave Ramsey fought his way out of bankruptcy and millions of dollars of debt. And he does tell his story about that. You can listen to his show, and you may find, clips or audio recordings of it on his site. But he does talk about that when people call into his radio show. And he is giving them advice or telling them what they have going on, and he gives advice, and he will harken back to the time when he filed for bankruptcy if it is applicable to what the person is saying. He took what he learned and started teaching people God's and grandma's way of handling money. Since then, Financial Peace University has helped nearly 10 million people take control of their money for good. Today, The Ramsey Show, formerly known as The Dave Ramsey Show, reaches more than 18 million listeners each week on the Ramsey Network radio show and podcast. So now he has his own network radio show and podcast. And I know that he has other talent on air with him. I know that his daughter, I know she has a YouTube channel, and she's written books. He has written books, and some of the anchors or the co-hosts that he has on there, they have written books too, all under the kind of sort of the Ramsey umbrella, what have you, that he promotes and all this other stuff, et cetera, et cetera. And they have, seems as though they are doing well, et cetera, based on, of course, just their own talent and all of the stuff that being under the Dave Ramsey umbrella, these are my thoughts only, allows allows to happen. Okay, you're over here with Dave Ramsey, et cetera, then you're going to get all these things. Just like if you was over there with Mark Cuban, and he was big into selling books, publishing books, et cetera, then if you in that group, whatever, blah, 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 then if you had a book, then you're going to get all the support, all the everything to make your book a success, based on the Mark Cuban and his push into all the different areas, all the different industries that will make things happen for you. Yeah. James Ortiz is saying, get long-term care insurance so you get a decent retirement. So you get a decent retirement home. Yeah, long-term care insurance is something to think about and to consider. Thank you for that. So please make sure that you all go and do your own research on it. I don't know anything about that. I've heard of it, what have you, and I think it's for maybe long-term medical care. I am not an advisor. Do your own due diligence, but that is something else that he is mentioning. And of course, when you're doing this plan, and even if you're not doing a plan, we all are out here in life, living life ourselves. We've seen things that our parents may or may not have done. We're hearing stories from other people in our family, our colleagues at work, et cetera, about people not having some type of insurance. And it could be long-term care insurance to where something happened, they were in an accident, or just by nature itself, they were unable to take care of themselves fully, partially, and there wasn't any type of, or maybe the insurance that they had did not cover such things. And maybe the care that they were going to be needing was going to be long-term, et cetera, unknown, and they did not have that insurance. Then what do you do? So you have to consider all types of insurance and forms of insurance at all the different stages of your life. And if you have some type of medical condition that may possibly you're born with, et cetera, and you know that down the road it is a possibility that you're going to need this type of care, then plan for that. Plan for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping back. I understand what's on the phone. What's for dinner, folks? What's for dinner? I'm just rounding out. What's for dinner? Thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button as you come in, because as you come in, it is top of mind, top of mind, top of mind. And of course, don't forget the link at the top to the 7 baby steps of Dave Ramsey. Don't forget the link at the top. Hopefully everyone had a good day at work and you was able to wind down, listen to that music, blow out that breath of air to release all that negative stuff that was happening, that was happening at work with the Marys, as I call them. And now here you are at home, safe and sound, with a hot grilled cheese sandwich, James Ortiz, or a hot meal. You're in a good mood. Your significant other is in a good mood, et cetera, et cetera. The kids are okay. The pets are okay. And now you are listening to me give some valuable information about the 7 baby steps, money, and this being a way that you can possibly manage your income, get your debt out of here, get those emergency funds funded, pay off your home, and build wealth for now and generationally. And of course, the other part that they said build wealth and give. Because if you get yourself, if you get yourself, or yeah, if you get yourself, because you're going to have to do the work, you're going to have to do some work in all of this. All of this requires work. If you get yourself in a good spot to where you can have your home paid off, zero debt, and stay that way, home paid off, zero debt, fully funded emergency fund for 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 2 or 3 years, etc., whatever it is that you want to do. Get your retirement fund built up and on paper via stock, etc. You are looking good. You are in the millionaire club, as it were. Then you are probably going to be in a better position to give, however it is that you want to give, whether it's financially. Of course, you may have time if you are retired or full on retired. Give your time and energy to a cause that you love, you are interested in, or just help the homeless, soup kitchen, food pantry, donate to food pantry, etc. So the last one was build wealth and give. And I don't want to, not mention the give part. Yes, yes. Woo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, I did a cash stuffing video before this live. Please make sure that you go check that out. Make sure that you go check that out. Hit the like button, leave a comment. And I posted that and my walking and talking from this morning on my community wall. Go and check that out, folks. Go and check that out. I do appreciate it. I think I dropped everyone's link. I'm going to drop your link in a little bit. James Ortiz. I checked out your channel. It seems to be okay. Had a grilled cheese sandwich. You did the grilled cheese, James? Did you make the grilled cheese yourself? I'm just talking now, folks. I'm just talking now. I'm just talking now. Thank you so much for being here, joining me on this live. Thank you so much. What else is happening, folks? I got a new thumbnail, folks. That is on the cheap. My daughter's cheap. People keep calling. Yeah, they always calling when you're on the live with me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that happens. Business is business. Business is business. I understand. I appreciate you being here, East. I appreciate you being here. And everyone else here in the chat, I appreciate your being here. Thank you so much. But yeah, I had a good time over there with my daughter. Got some content and all that good stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going back in the comments. AI Spiller Girl TV, Virginia over there saying, yes, Lord, funerals are super expensive. Yes, they are. And also she's saying, think about your loved ones. Yes, don't be thinking about, I don't want to get $1 million policy because that's way too much money for her to have. I'm dead and, she's going to find somebody else, et cetera, et cetera. Guys thinking this crazy stuff. These guys thinking this crazy stuff. Dude, I got 3 of your kids here. All 3 of them are under 10. Like, when am I going to have time? Plus, I need to not, once I'm doing the funeral, I'm grieving also in tune. Like I mentioned before, the kids are grieving. I'm taking on board, their thoughts and emotions while they are grieving because, we as women, we take on any and everybody's stuff, etc. And of course, I'm going to have to go back out here and work after a period of time. If we, i.e. you, didn't plan properly or or set up the life insurance policy to where there was enough money to cover the funeral, and so that I could possibly pay off the mortgage, which would be ideal, so that your kids can have some place to stay until they are 18 at least. And me, as your wife, also would too. Yeah, get out of here. Get that $1 million policy and go to work. I'm wrong for that. I'm just crazy. I need to stop. I need to stop. But yeah, you can't have those type of thoughts. That is the woman that you married, and both people should have the same amount on the policy. Just my thoughts, but of course, everyone do what it is that they will. I am just he's just laughing at me. Get that $1 million policy, sugar pie. We would tell the guy and going out there to work. Be safe. I'm wrong with that. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Let me get off of that. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I am wrong for that. I need to stop. I am wrong for that. Yeah, and once again, don't discount the getting of life insurance and other types of insurance that you all need. Everyone's situation is different, so you may have some type of medical issue or something that's going on. Make sure that if there is a type of insurance that will cover that you get it so that you are covered. Make sure you read everything, read all the fine print to make sure that you're getting what it is that you need and at the best deal. Yes. So much stuff. Money. It's psychological. Ooh. Yes. Ooh, is anyone going live tonight? Ooh. Thank you to the 5 people that are here. Thank you to the 5 people that are here. And my update on private second class king who intentionally heard the reports cross over into North Korea. No new news. I did not see anything on this internet over here with regards to private second class king. As always, I am praying for his safe, intact, healthy release from North Korea's detention. Yes. Money. Yes. Money. Yeah, that situation is crazy, and he has been in North Korea since July 18th. And I don't think the embassy, Sweden, who has been like the intermediary, anytime the United States has had some incident such as this with North Korea, and I haven't seen any reports on the internet. Now, that does not mean that things aren't happening behind the scenes and they are not putting the information out to the populace, but nonetheless, no new news regarding that. And like I mentioned to you all before, when I do my live, at between 6 and 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will bring you an update if there is one, and even if there isn't, as is the case today, regarding private second class Travis King. He is from Milwaukee, Racine, Wisconsin. I think he's 23. He's a Black man. And yeah, he was in the Army stationed over there in South Korea. I want to keep saying Seoul because it's the capital. It could be some other place. At the Army base, or one of the Army bases there. I don't know how many Army bases they have there, but nonetheless. And the story goes that he was being escorted back, through the airport, I guess, to a certain point, etc. And then start again. Private second class King, once I guess he got to the boarding gate, etc., He said that he did not have his passport and he went back out of the airport. And I guess the military escort that was with him had long since gone. You know, they get them to a certain point, maybe, and then that's it. Or maybe there's a certain point in the airport and that's it. They cannot go any further. I don't know what the rules are over there at this particular South Korean airport. But nonetheless, said he needed to get that he forgot his passport, left the airport, joined some tour group that go to the DMZ, the demilitarization zone there, where North Korea and South Korea separates, and ran intentionally into North Korea and haven't heard, as the old folks say, hide nor hair from them since. So, and of course, the family is hoping and praying and pleading with our government and any and everybody to do all that it can to secure his release. And that is it. And that is it. Of course, you can go online and find that information. If there's something else out there, I don't know where it would be located. Excuse me. So, yeah. My hand sanitizer, folks. Ooh. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. I think I'm going to get off of this live, folks. Okay. Go do a few things and chill out for the remainder of the evening. Wait till hubby comes home, which will be late, probably around 10 or so. Yeah. Yep. Thank you all for joining me. Don't forget the link is at the top for the 7 baby steps. The Dave Ramsey 7 baby steps. And like I said before, some people in the budgeting community, if you visit some of their channels and maybe you become family members to some of the channels, mine, of course, hopefully, and others, and you may have heard them mention Dave Ramsey or Dave Ramsey Inspired, because some people do follow this particular method or they tweak all or some of the points, etc. And there you go. There you go. Also, I did a cash stuffing video of $102 prior to this live. So make sure you all go and check out that video. Hit the like button, of course, and leave a comment. It's just 5 minutes. I did a little chat. It turned to be a semi-hot mess, a semi-hot mess. Semi-hot mess. But yes, check that out. And also catch my video, my walking and talking today. Tell Me Tuesday. Very interesting, folks. Very interesting. Go check it out. I posted it on my community wall. Hit the like button, folks. Leave a comment there. And go check out the video also in two. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I dropped all the links so you can... I'll stay on for another 2 minutes or so in case you want to click on someone's link. All of that good jazz, folks. Thank you so much for being here. I am enjoying doing these lives in the evenings and my walking and talking in the morning. Goodness knows. Goodness knows the sister needs to walk, and walk 24/7. But I am going to get it together. I am looking for a personal trainer also in 2. Woohoo! I am looking for a personal trainer. And I have been considering getting a Planet Fitness gym membership also in 2. So I don't know about that. If I could just pay it all at one time, that works best for me. But nonetheless, goodness knows I need a personal trainer. God knows. I need a personal trainer. I need a personal trainer. Yeah, yes, like as stated, I need one. Because the money for my 52 weeks, that is to be utilized for personal training. And of course, there's not enough in there now to pay one full on, what have you. But yeah, what I have will work. And of course, I'm just going to keep putting money in there. And, I have other money, but nonetheless, It is what it is. But yeah, I need a personal trainer. I need a personal trainer. And that is another thing that I think sometimes, and I know that I'm guilty of this one. Hey, trying to be better about a whole host of things. Sometimes we need outside assistance with stuff, whatever it may be. And I know I need a personal trainer to get this goodness together. I need to stop. I need to stop to get this thing together. Woo! And then sometimes we just need other professionals to help us with whatever it is that we may need. And if you may need some type of, if you need to talk to someone, therapy, et cetera, of course, there's plenty of things online and places you can go for that. You may know of someone, maybe you have a friend that has a good counselor or a therapist or someone other like that. And maybe you can research them, do an interview with them to see if they work for you. But don't neglect yourself. If you need that type of assistance, whatever it may be, outside professional help in any way, shape, form, or fashion, seek out that help. It could just be a regular doctor to get a physical. Go and do it. Go and make it happen. If you need to save up the money for that, save up the money for that. If you don't have health insurance. And sometimes if you have health insurance, there's co-pays, et cetera, all of this other stuff. But if you need the help, go and make sure that you get the help that you need. Hello, say what now? How are you? How are you? How have things been? How's the budgeting coming along? It seems like it's few and far between on the videos from you that I've been seeing. But I get it. People are lifing and we get to it when we want to. But I do keep people at top of mind. If I don't see them for a minute or two, then I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Let's see what you're saying. Have a great night, Miss Wand. Oh, yeah. So have a great night, Miss Wand. It was nice listening to you, and I hope you can find a good trainer, me too, in your area, and have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much, Say What Now, for being here. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I'm dropping your link in here. Dropping your link in here. Okay, and there's a question mark. Hopefully something will come up. Hopefully your thing will come up. And it didn't come up readily, naturally. I'll just keep going down till I find the kitty cats. But yes, please make sure that if I see it, perfecto, perfect. Make sure y'all go check out Say What Now. She is a budgeter in the community. Go check her out. Go check her out. Yeah, but if you definitely, if you need some type of professional help, assistance, as I know I do, and I'm just mentioning with regards to myself to get this together, then then do so, folks. Do so, folks. Then do so. Then do so. Oh, you say you haven't had enough money to make a video. It doesn't matter the amount of money that, and I know that you know this already, and I know that some people have their pride. I fully understand. I fully understand. I do want to say this to you and others that are out here that are listening, etc. It doesn't matter how much money you're putting in the envelope. Just so the whole thing is to put money in. It does not matter. I've seen people come on here with $5, $3, $2, etc., and stuff their envelopes. Yes, and stuff their envelopes. And I get it. If you are just at zero, then it is what it is. You can always do some other type of content if that is your thing. I am not trying to push you to do something that you wouldn't do normally, et cetera, et cetera. But with regards to what it is, yeah, it doesn't matter how much money you have to put in the envelope if that is the case. Obviously, if you have zero, then it is what it is. But if you're saying you got $5 or $10 and to you, you don't think that is enough, it is enough. Stuff what it is that you have. If that is the case, if the latter part of what I just said is the case, then do that. Then do that. There's no shame in it. We're all here on a journey, and we all have started at different points. And then some of us may have to go back to where we started before. So if we were stuffing, we started out low income and say we're just stuffing $100, a whole month, 10 or 15 or $20 each time, what have you. That's fine. And then we got to a point where we could stuff more because we got a better job, more hours, side hustle, etc., etc. Whatever it is, whatever it was, then we started to do better with the stuff and fine. And then sometimes life happens, and the next time around or for a few months, we may not be able to stuff as much because we can't get the overtime that we were getting before when we were able to stuff extra. Our job may have cut hours. Your significant other spouse may have lost their job. So a whole host of things can happen. But don't ever think or feel, and I'm not saying that you are thinking and feeling this way, that you don't have enough money if you have 10, 15, or $20 to stuff, because people will get those singles and come right on this YouTube, do a live or just do a video and stuff those 10, 15, or 20 singles into their envelopes. Every penny counts. Every little bit helps. That's facts. That's facts, folks. Thank you for the 15 likes, folks. As I said, I am going to get off of here. Get this together, and I think I'm going to lie down a little bit early. I had some homework, and I got all of the homework done. Yes. Got all of the homework done. And tomorrow I'm going to start anew, and I'm going to get some content out here like I should be per the homework assignments. I think I dropped everyone here. I think I dropped everyone's link. Did I drop Shangy Girl? I know there's only one person still. That may be me. Excuse me. Belching on, please. Virginia. Cruising is fun. Bremer. Man, how could I have not put her in here? Shangy Girl, a great place to go to. Meet other family members. Now on her channel. Here, who knows what? No. Well, for the folks that catch the replay, they can catch Shangy Girl. Yes. Thanks to the 3 people that are still here and the 15 likes. Don't forget to hit the like button. I do appreciate it. Something is always happening over there. Yes. Yeah. Any amount of money that I have to put into the envelopes, I am putting into the envelopes, because it is more important that I put that money in an envelope and save, vice spend. I don't want anyone to to get it twisted, like, oh, she just saving all her pennies, and yeah, I'm still out here living, folks. Trust. I'm not, spending crazy or anything like that. I'm saving where it is that I need to save and investing where I need to invest, etc. And trying to be better about my money, just like the next person. And if I want to treat myself to something, I do it within reason. If it's something that I know that I need to save and plan for, I will do that. And it may not happen online. The big ticket stuff is happening online. All of that good stuff, folks. All of that good stuff. But yeah, I am out here in the struggle with everyone else. Yes. You're right, though, Miss Wanda. Yeah. If you're talking about, if you only got $10 or $15, get some singles or however you do it. If you got the 3 5s, stuff those. Doesn't matter. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. And of course, for me, like I said, money is psychological. When I am putting money in those envelopes, I am getting I am getting a high like you would not believe. That is just that is what works for me, putting the money in the envelopes. Other things too, but putting the money in the envelopes and then having that money right there and available when I need to pay a debt in full, like for if I'm doing something, saving for 12 months or 6 months, whatever it is, having that money already right there is very helpful because a lot of us cannot just pay all the money all at one time. And that is why, the sinking funds, as you know, say what now? You break whatever the amount is, you break it down into 12 months. If it's something that you pay yearly, or 6 months, if it's something you pay semi-annually, et cetera, and you save that amount, put it in envelopes, and when the time comes, you have it all right there, all at one time. Vice, when you get your paycheck and now it's due, if you don't have enough money and you know what your pay is going to be, and now you have to pretty much commit your whole paycheck or 50% or more of your paycheck to pay just that one bill all at one time, that doesn't bode well. And if you add on top of that, you weren't doing any other type of planning, any other type of budgeting, etc. Yeah, not good, not good. So if there is a way to forego all of that, then fine. But yeah, don't be shy or ashamed or pick an adjective with regards to stuffing very small amounts in your envelopes. Don't be ashamed. And of course, the money is psychological. And just as you know, if we're painting, painting, some may be painting, but the coloring, that's psychological too. You're getting your stuff in your. I did a video today. Put this over here. I have the other thing over there, but I don't want to get up. But let's see which ones. Wait. I have something in here. Okay, something that I actually painted. Okay, I think it was your emergency fund, Wanda. And it's on the video. Oh, yes. Did I put it inside here? Didn't mean to. Now I probably got it all messed up. Okay. Like this. I don't know if y'all can see it. My emergency fund. And I have bought this tracker, for like a better term, this tracker a while ago. And so every time when I'm coloring in the amount that I am putting in there, I am getting a high, folks. And then taking the money and actually stuffing it into the envelope, all the better. I'm tracking my progress here. And of course, counting the money and all that good stuff. And then you see your progress, and trust over time, as we all know, it adds up. It adds up. And quickly, you would be surprised. Pennies make dollars. Trust. And even if you're putting one or two or three or $4 in at a time, it adds up, folks. It adds up. Not to be ashamed about. Yeah. It is working for me. It is working for me. It is working for me. If you're still here, East, how many more hours you got? 2 or 3? Okay, put this back in here. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button. Now I'm just randomly talking. I guess I could talk about the sinking funds or something. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. Yeah, like I was mentioning about the sinking fund, a way to save the money that you will need at a particular point during the year. What was it in your life? But nonetheless, that could be the case. Say for Christmas, You want to save $500. You have 12 months to do it. Well, not now, but at the beginning of the year, 12 months to do it. Divide 500, 500 by 12, and you come up with that figure. And each month you'll put that amount of money in the envelope. And then when November gets here, but definitely when December gets here, you will have the whole amount of money. And I said November because sometimes the sales start then. So you may start to use some of the money that is in the envelope. But of course, you save for 11 months already. So you have a nice amount. You know, if you don't make it to 12 months and you missed all the sales, then that might be problematic for someone. But money is psychological, and people will do what it is that they want to do. And so, as you know, the people in the budgeting community with the, like I was mentioning, they do savings challenges and sinking funds. But the sinking funds, you know, there's many ways to do it. You can get, and I have a happy planner, and I bought this, which is a savings tracker. And both of them have a goal of $1,000 on each side. And you can get a whole bunch of trackers, you know, laminated, not laminated, et cetera, et cetera. And then every time you're stuffing money, you just color in. And in this case, I checked off the amount of money that I am saving into the different envelopes. Nothing in this envelope because that bill is due and the money that was in there went to the bank already prior. But yeah, this one is for my life insurance. And I got $70 in here. I just paid it last month in June, and it's semi-annual, so I got $70 in there now. I'm saving $70 each time it's like $346 every 6 months. So I think it's just a little shy of the amount, but it works. I think it's like $20 or $25 shy of the amount. And yeah, so you're over each month, you are saving a little bit towards the bigger balance. And like I said, once the bill is due, you have all the money so that you don't have to resort to swiping your credit card, which is major. And you don't have to resort to utilizing your whole paycheck in order to fund or pay the bill. I hope that makes sense. I am sure it does because I'm talking to grown and sexy folks that have been around a moment. But yes, that is how the sinking fund works. Noisy over here, folks, tonight. Noisy over here. Thank you all so much for joining me. I am going to get off of here. The link to the Dave Ramsey 7 Baby Steps is pinned at the top. You can go click on it, check it out. Check out the information. I am not a financial advisor, financial planner, lawyer of any type, consultant. Information is for entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. Do your own research. Do your own research. Don't forget to go and check out my cash stuffing that I did today. I posted it on my community wall and my walk and talk this morning. Tell Me Tuesday. Go over there. Hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And of course, watch the video. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Take care. Have a great night, folks. Have a great night. Take care. Say what now? Take care. You have a good night also. I will try to get some good rest. I think yeah, I need to get some good rest. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.